Since the beginning of time, life and death have danced together, bound by an unbreakable rhythm. Every being that takes birth must one day bow before Yama, the god of death. This is the eternal law of Brahmanda. Yet there was once a boy, so pure in devotion and so luminous in spirit, that even Yama could not bind him. And the one who defied death for his sake was none other than Shiva himself, the destroyer, the merciful, the timeless protector of his devotees. This is the story of Sage Mrikandu and Marudvati, of their son Markandeya, and of the moment when Shiva himself destroyed death. Long ago, Sage Mrikandu, a son of Brigu, and his devoted wife Marudvati performed severe penance, yearning for a child. Their austerities shook the heavens until finally Mahadeva appeared before them. But as with all boons from the great destroyer, there was a choice to be made. Shiva said, "You may have an unwise son who will live long, or a wise son who will live only 16 years. The couple looked into each other's eyes. What was better? A long but an empty life, or a short life filled with brilliance? Choosing selflessness, they bowed before Shiva and asked for wisdom over longevity, and so Markandeya was born. The child was no ordinary boy. His mind blossomed early. He spoke scriptures with clarity, debated sages with ease, and by adolescence, he had already mastered the Vedas and Shastras. His fame spread across the land, and yet the shadow of his fate followed him silently. For his 16th year was destined to be his last. On the morning of that fateful day, Markandeya woke not to the sound of mantras or the fragrance of offerings, but to the sight of his father building a funeral pyre. Shocked, he asked, "Father, who is dead?" His father replied with calm sorrow, "No one yet. This pyre is for you. Your time has come, my son. The boon we received has ended." His mother embraced him with tears, saying, "Your life may be short, but your fame will be eternal. Through you, our names will live forever." Markandeya, filled with devotion, turned toward the soil and sculpted a lingam with his trembling hands. He sat before it, chanting the only words that brought him peace: Om Namah Shivaya. As the boy lost himself in prayer, shadows crept around him. Yama's fierce attendants descended like vultures, yet none could touch the boy. An unseen force, the shield of devotion, kept them away. Frustrated, they reported to Yama himself. The god of death came forth, wielding his dreadful noose. He flung it around the boy's neck, tightening it like a serpent. Markandeya gasped, clutching the lingam. His life force was slipping, his voice silenced, but his heart still cried out, "Mahadeva, save me!" And then the air itself changed. The sound of 1,000 damrus thundered across the realms. Shiva appeared, fierce and radiant, blocking Yama's path. "Let go of the boy," Shiva commanded. Yama bowed but protested. "Lord, the boy's time has come. You granted him only 16 years. He has lived them all." Shiva's eyes blazed. "Then I grant him eternity. From this moment, Markandeya shall live forever." Yama trembled. "But Lord, immortality breaks the very law of creation. Without death, Dharma collapses. You cannot undo your own decree." But Shiva stepped closer, his voice echoing like thunder. "I am the union of opposites. I wear both the seed of life and the ash of death. If I could grant him death, I can also grant him life. For Markandeya's devotion, I break every law." Yama stood his ground. "If you deny me this soul, you deny me my dharma. I cannot allow it." The Damrus roared again. Invisible hands of cosmic energy wrapped around Yama himself, strangling him, suffocating him. His cries pierced the heavens until, with a terrible crack, Yama, the god of death, fell lifeless. Death itself had died. The universe trembled. Without Yama, the balance of life and death was broken. The gods descended, pleading with Shiva to revive him. "Without Yama," they cried, "there can be no rebirth, no justice, no karma fulfilled." Shiva listened calmly, and then made his condition clear. Yama will rise again, but only if Markandeya is made eternal. The gods, seeing no other way, agreed. Yama returned to life, while Markandeya became the immortal boy sage, forever 16, forever glowing with devotion. The gods bowed before Shiva and proclaimed, "From today, you are Kalantaka, the one who conquered death." They declared that the mantra Markandeya had chanted in his darkest hour would forever be known as the Mahamrityunjaya Mantra, a prayer that could conquer fear, protect from untimely death, and remind mankind of the strength of pure devotion. Shiva touched the boy's face gently and whispered, "Your parents chose wisely." Markandeya replied with innocence, "Do we humans ever truly choose, Lord? Or is it you who chooses for us?" Shiva only smiled, while the Damrus echoed with laughter. And so Markandeya lives on even today, ageless, immortal, a reminder that devotion can bend the laws of creation itself. His story tells us that time may claim our bodies, but true faith and wisdom make us eternal. For in the end, what matters is not how long we live, but how deeply we live. This was the tale of Markandeya and Shiva, the conqueror of death. If you found this story inspiring, do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more timeless legends from the treasure of our mythology.